I'm going to demonstrate setting up HiPerGator for a CONN analysis. So what we're going to do is I've come here to ood.rc.ufl.edu and I've opened up the interactive apps tab, and actually I'm showing my interactive sessions. I don't have any currently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start up a Matlab one, but before we do that we're going to do a few things to get it set up for our class. So if we come to Files and then go to our class drive, within Share I have two files that you'll need to make a copy of. So our conn_class.zip and conn_spm zip. So copy both of those. I can do, if I click on one, I can do copy and then go put it into a subdirectory. And I've already done that for both of these files. And so now what we can do is unzip them. And so now I have a copy of both of those zip files. Open in Terminal. And then if you need a reminder of what they're called, one has CONN in capital letters and one is conn_spm lowercase. So I'm going to unzip. I'll unzip this one first. I did a tab auto completion. So these are data that we'll be processing with CONN. So this will take about 30 seconds to unzip them. This could be done in a SBatch script. This is quick enough that we don't really have to worry about that. So that'll keep going, and while that's unzipping, what I'm going to do is come over here and click on the interactive apps. I'm going to go to Matlab, and we can use the newest version of Matlab. We can do 2 cores would be fine, and then I'm going to request 20 gigabytes of RAM. I would do at least 16, and then make sure we're on the class account, and I'm requesting some time. Let's change this to 24 hours, and we can come back and delete this session if needed. I'm going to launch Matlab. And we'll come and check over here. This is now finished unzipping, so now we're going to unzip the other file as well. So now I list again. Now we have a directory called conn class. So now let's unzip our conn_spm file. And so what this is a zip file that contains 2 directories. One is CONN, and that is the CONN software, and one is SPM12, which is what CONN uses to do the functional imaging, all the processing. Both of these are free software that we downloaded. So that's unzipped. And I can reload this. So now we have a CONN class and then CONN and SPM. So CONN and SPM, those could go in another directory if wanted, just to combine them, but we'll keep it like that. So now we have them ready. So I'm going to come back and launch the Matlab session, and I'm getting an error, and this is because I had made a change to this. I had already loaded CONN and SPM, and then I deleted that and saved that within what's called my path definition. So on my or in startup, so on my home drive, so this is not blue CLP 7934, this is home JJ Tanner, and then in Matlab I have some modifications of Matlab, some what's called a path definition. That's what we're going to walk through now. So don't really need to worry about that, but we're going to come here to set path, and now we'll need to add a folder. So I can look in the root drive, and then if I come here to blue, and then hopefully you see CLP 7934. If you do not, you can type in CLP 7934, and you might have to hit open like that, and then come over here. We don't want that as our path. We could add it, but don't recommend that. So remove that, and then if we come back to add folder, and then we go back to the root drive, and then blue, then CLP 7934 should show up, and then you can get into share to your directory, and then we're going to add SPM12. So I hit OK or open. I do this process again. And then in this case, I'm going to do CONN and not the CONN class. So these are now added to the search path. You can save this. You should, if you get an error, you might need to change where it's saving. So just change it to a directory that you can write. Hopefully that's in this location, this home, and then your GatorLink ID. But what's going on is now I can save this path. So this meaning these are programs that Matlab it knows where to look. And so then I can just close this. And so now at this point, I could type in SPM12 or just SPM. And that will load SPM. We're not going to do anything with this directly. We'll use CONN. But this can be used. And then, or I can just type in CONN. And it should load. And this just takes 15 seconds or so to load. And then we'll be ready to start our processing. Really start our setup for the processing. And that'll be in a different video. I just wanted to show you how to get the data, copy them in, unzip the files, and then get your Matlab set up so that we'll be ready to use CONN.